All right, back on 105.9 The X. It is the 8 o'clock hour of the X Morning Show. Tim Benz, Bob McLaughlin. We've been looking forward to this for weeks now. We are thrilled to welcome back to the X Morning Show airwaves Chi Guy, also known as Alan Walensky, a morning show favorite, one of the original pioneer superstar guests of the X Morning Show dating back a number of years now. We were first introduced to Chi Guy by our good friend Scarfo from the Smiling Moose, who I guess took part in the distribution, packaging, and handling of the Chi Guy DVD, which has become wildly popular now. In part thanks to us, we think, right, Bob? And
well, we put the word out there. People just found it there and then spread the word themselves, I would say.
Now, Chi Guy, for the few who don't know who you are yet in the 105.9 The X listening audience, we should introduce you properly. Alan Walensky is your real name, right?
That's my real name, yeah.
But you prefer to be known as Chi Guy.
Everybody knows me as Chi Guy.
Because you said people were actually stopping you in the airport, right? And
they stopped me all over. I mean, I've been all over the world and people stop me, but I did a first movie that was called It's a Scream, Chi Healing and the Art of the Super Scream. That's why Scarfo called me up, and then we made a movie called Chi Guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been all over the world, and I had a distributor who did like 70,000, different copies of movies, and she's been working with me. So it's anywhere on any website, anywhere in the world you're gonna.
So it's Chi Guy, it's not Alan.
But they just call me Chi Guy now.
Got it.
I mean, they like that. So
yeah, the way it works is this: if you're just tuning in, you're unfamiliar with Chi Guy, and you haven't been listening today, then Chi Guy is. I don't want to phrase this improperly. Maybe I'll have Chi Guy himself just sort of describe it. But you harness the power of the sun and make not supersonic, but ultrasonic noises and screams that only few other sounds on the earth can duplicate, correct?
Yeah, there's no way to accurately duplicate or reproduce my voice. It's just too high. I mean, I'll shut off equipment, phones will go off.
Well, that's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
I mean, here we are broadcasting on a radio station. Number one, is the FCC going to fine us in any way, shape, or form? And
I
you're
don't know.
videotaping this. You've said in the past that your voice is so loud that it could actually break a camera.
Yeah, it can break a camera. It will shut it off, and then sometimes glass will break around things. I mean,
we're on the fourth floor up here. We
frequency,
could fall into the parkway.
Yeah, it's just the sheer decibel count's just off the charts.
Well, I guess the first question, though, is that we've got thousands of dollars worth of microphone equipment here. Is there any danger?
I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. You have to just do it and see what happens.
Has it
You
happened
put out
before?
two DVDs so far, and I mean, obviously the cameras didn't break then. Or
Well, we shut off equipment from when we did a movie with Georgia State and Georgia Tech helped some of the people that produced the movie, and the People's Republic of China lent me a translator. We shut off the cameras.
So you're telling us to be wary, just to
I'm
keep
just
an eye on
telling
the
you to know
equipment
that-
while we're doing this.
Yeah, you can set off an alarm system. You can set off the phones could just go off on you. That camera right there could just shut down, and then it might not come back, and you damage things. So I had a few people at recording studios that just wouldn't let me in, refused to let me use their stuff.
Well, we live dangerously here.
So
Yeah.
Those guys next door, like at the classic rock station, they're too old for this. These pop
They would never
wimps,
take a chance like
they'd
this,
never
I'll
take
tell
a
you
chance.
that.
Yeah, but we're kind of the rogue station here in the group.
okay.
What I'm worried about is perhaps when you scream, it'll go over the air at all of the stations at the same time.
Right, there are 6 here, so your voice affecting 6 stations simultaneously, we may get called to the boss's office.
We'll see what happens.
All right, now there's the famous scene in the second Chi Guy. I'm not even. I only know the sequel.
Yeah, the one that you mentioned before, what was the
we
full
didn't know
title?
that there was a first Chi Guy DVD.
The one you did
Well,
70,000 units?
There was one that it's called It's a Scream, Chi Healing and the Art of the Super
Chi
Scream.
Healing, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it could have been millions of copies all over the world. People seen it. It's been all over the world. I just had a distributor that was Tapeworm Distribution, and they did 60,000 titles. They carry that many titles.
Got it.
To be able to get into Blockbuster and Netflix and some of the bigger retailers, they require you to have a distributor. They won't talk to you alone.
Yeah, now you manage to scream as loud as you do because of your appreciation and harnessing of the chi, which comes from the sun. Yes.
Yeah, I think that humans have a electrical resonance or an energy center. The Chinese call it qi, and I think it ramps up higher with certain people. That they're proving now that certain people require less sleep and have more energy. There's people that can withstand the cold weather and their body heats up, their temperature rises. I just think I have very high energy centers, and
Yeah. How were you blessed in this way?
Probably genetics. I mean, I think something to do with my mother's Russian. I mean, everybody's from Russia, and she grew up in a very cold region of the world, and that's.
Now it's cold today, and you're wearing shorts in here. That doesn't affect
I
you
wear
at
this-
all.
Get cold, remember.
I wear this
But
every.
that doesn't affect you at all.
I'm telling people this now. I mean, I've been out in the extreme cold weather, and I'm going to be proving it even further. I mean, below zero weather, that I can withstand those temperatures and I heat up. So, but if I'm dead one day, you'll know it didn't work.
Can you manipulate that? Like, can you turn it up, turn it down? Can you control it?
I think it's just going to happen. It's going to happen normally. It's sort of like an autopilot. If you feel like you're getting cold, your temperature will rise, and
Right.
you'll climatize and feel better. But it's a little more than that with me. I think it's the genetics come into play where if I'm feeling cold, suddenly I'll just warm up.
What if you're feeling real warm suddenly? No chance of spontaneous combustion or anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I do cool down a little bit. I mean, but I know that like all year long. I mean, I wear this just to keep the wind. It's a little windy today, but
Got it.
I could take this
I was
off.
going to say, that's North Face. That's warm.
No,
Yeah.
That's
but
good
we're
stuff.
inside here, and we want you to recreate the scene from the DVD where you actually moved that beer can. I mean, literally dozens and dozens of millimeters. So
Yeah, sure, I can do it for you right now, or I can do Sonic Horns whenever
can
you
you?
want to do
Because
it.
I'm worried about you not being able to pump up and get the
No,
power
it's
of the suns.
since I made the movies. I mean, my abilities have gotten even stronger and stronger
Of
and
course.
stronger.
So you can manipulate. Okay.
I can
okay.
do that now, where I don't even have to pump up anymore. And if it's not even a sunny, it used to be where
Well,
if I
feel
didn't
free.
have
We've got this videotaped here, so if you want to pump up and move the chair,
no, I
whatever
don't need to
it
do any of
takes.
that. I'm ready to go. I mean, I've got it to the point now where it just kind of ramps back up. It might take a two or 3 seconds, but I'm right
it's
back
there.
on.
But
Okay,
it's
all right.
there.
Well,
I
we
mean,
should
y'all
let
do
everybody on the Parkway know. Chi Guy's about to scream, so please do pull over.
I mean, I'll do a few and then I'll move your cans for you.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You ready? Okay, we'll do another voice.
Wow.
But you see, now I'm just after a couple of seconds, I'm right back on again.
And that doesn't hurt your ears.
Oh, it doesn't.
Everyone
hurt
else
me.
in the
What about your
studio
throat?
right now is affected, but you're oblivious.
Well, I've been kind of used to it after a
Wow.
while. So
When did you know you were so blessed? At what age?
I don't know. I think a probably very young age. My mother said it used to hurt people's ears. You know, the teachers used to tell me that you were too loud. Everybody used to tell me you're too loud. You're too loud. Well, I wasn't screaming, but to them I was. I've had people that I
Right.
work with on jobs, and they thought I was getting mad at them. You know, and screaming at them. I wasn't. I was just talking. You know, normally.
Well, it's got to, I mean, there's got to be a lot of confusion with things that you do at that level that people might misconstrue as being aggressive or being mad or being angry, but
Well,
It's
now
not.
I think I'm like stalked by the police and everybody because every time I go somewhere, some police officer shows up there and kind of looks at me strange.
well,
like,
don't think they don't
Well,
know
it's
who
because
you
you're
are.
fame. It's
Yeah,
the fame.
don't
And
think
the
they don't
fact-
know
and
who
the
you are at
government
all.
knows who you are because the government did try to harness your Chi Guy scream and use it as a weapon, correct?
Yeah, they've been looking at me, and I've been in genetic case studies and everything. They've been asking me to participate in more
You said
studies
there were
and
genetic
research.
case studies
Yeah, there's studies on me. I mean, I've had doctors, you know, have actually done studies, and they've
at Georgia Tech.
at Georgia Tech, Georgia State. I mean, I've had the students. They actually wrote a master's thesis on me and the whole movie that I did at Georgia Tech. And
What
the
kind of
guy.
students were they?
Wow.
These were actually music and film and video students.
okay.
Well, the music because of the
Yeah.
decibels and the, you know.
Oh, I
But
thought
the-
they'd be
the
science
volume.
students.
No,
Yeah,
we
with
had
the voice
we had an
and
engineering department of engineering write some studies on
Right,
it, too.
audio engineers have to get a hold of
Yeah,
that.
sound engineering.